day. What's new with you,
Nice.
Stu? Anything exciting?
Well, yeah, and we're going to go right into the Jim and Stu show with this piece of information because it,
Okay.
it, it coincides quite nicely.
Okay.
Um, so other day, or okay, first of all, I coach at the Naval Academy, bunch of midshipmen wanting to go spec ops, and one of the
Yes.
things we do, like 5 minutes before every workout,
Okay.
somebody in the group has to give a speech,
Oh.
like public speaking, because that's one of their tests that they're going to have to do when they go through SEAL officer assessment and selection. They're given a topic, they have to talk about it in front
o-
of like 10 SEALs sitting at a table,
Okay.
right? So it's pretty intimidating. So they can write, they can speak on anything they want. And one time this kid comes in there and his real name, well, I won't say his real name.
Can you, hey, move your microphone like a half an inch down or something? You're
Okay.
like pop pop
Sorry.
poppity popping. Okay, there you go.
Sorry.
That's
I'm
cool.
a I'm a little excited, so I'll bring it down a notch.
That's
Um so anyway, he gave a speech and it was really good. He's a freshman too. Just blew it away. And there was no feedback given back to him that was like, you could have done better this, you could have been better that. Everybody was asking questions about his topic. So that's when I know it was a good topic and a good presentation. No one gives correction feedback, they're asking questions about the topic. And this one was about how to make the perfect steak.
okay.
Okay, which was kind of a neat idea. And he uses a cast iron skillet and he actually fries the steak, bastes it, and does all this to it. And, gave a nice little speech on that whole process. And so I got the idea and I told the president of the group that I'm going to do a counter speech to this kid's speech. So
Uh-huh.
I go to the acronym Genie
Uh-huh.
and I want to make an acronym out of grill, GRILL,
Okay.
right? So my counter speech to his is like, no one cares about your cast iron skillet. You know what they care about? They care about your big ass grill that you got in your backyard. So it helped me come up with this acronym for G, and G was gain respect. R was the right choice of meat. I was improvement over frying. And L was lip smacking, and the other L was living, right? So it gave me, I would say it gave me 4 out of 5 of those. I added in lip smacking, I think, just to be funny.
Okay.
But it gave me a good little outline. I put it into the blog post Genie, and it gave me a nice little speech for each one. And what it enabled me to do, and a lot of these guys have like little cue cards when they're speaking, that what it enabled me to do is just go right through it without using cue cards or anything like that. And so I was able to show them a method of public speaking using acronyms that you don't need to necessarily have a cue card for, right? You just
Yes.
kind of flow right through it.
Right.
Anyway, it was really funny. It was, complete, opposite of what he was saying. And I just bashed anybody who fries a steak.
Okay.
And it was just a lot of fun, but it was also a learning experience for people. And I, since then, I would say about 3 or 4 people have gone with the acronym option.
Okay. So I'm going to throw something at you that I learned because I actually took public speaking in college. I took a
Mm,
public speaking class my second semester senior year, and that's when I realized that I had missed my calling, that I could have done this and like gotten a degree. And
ooh,
that's
that'd be
called a,
great.
a mnemonic device.
Yeah, yeah.
For those of you kids paying attention at home, and
That's how I got through college. If I had to memorize something, I made a mnemonic device,
there you
numbers,
go.
letters, whatever, funky
So
words. Yes.
So one of the things that I'd like to show everybody, we just do. How about we do a demo and I show you how you can do some pretty cool stuff with that acronym Genie. Everything from creating your speech, the framework for your speech, to creating all of the um, things that you need to actually promote a speech. Would that be cool?
Yes.
Okay.
Why, yes.
So okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something real quick. Um I'm going to I just got to load something so that we're ready to go. So talk about how you were able to use that speech um as far as being able to
Well, let me share this with you. You know, your mnemonic devices. I
uh-huh.
was just, making a comment like I got through college like that. And I really did. For anything that there's a list, you can make a mnemonic device for, like the presidents, right? I came up with a silly mnemonic device called like Waj Majaz, right?
What?
Where it's like
Washington, Adams.
Waters, Ashton, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams again, Jackson, Van
Okay.
Buren, HTP, Harrison, Tyler. Is it Tyler or can't remember if it's Tyler or Taylor. I think it's Tyler,
Okay.
Fillmore, and then no Tyler. Damn it, I'm messing up. Pierce maybe, and then Taylor, and then Fillmore. So anyway, I have to redo my memory. Is it Tyler? Yes, there you go.
That's okay.
But anyway, that's mnemonics are a great way to just keep things in. The way I look at it is like your brain works like a big filing cabinet, and if you're trying to memorize a speech so you can do it smoothly, you can put things in little files, whether that's an acronym or mnemonic device or whatever. Could be a date even. Like when I think of dates in the history, I try to put presidents next to that. So I'll say like 1800, Thomas Jefferson, right? And all the things that happened in 1800 are in that folder, right? I think 1900, I think Theodore Roosevelt and all the little things that are go in that folder. And I can open up that folder and say da 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 da. So it's just a way to categorize things in your brain, I think, just to make a little better organization for whenever you need to recall them.
Awesome.
So that's how I use acronyms, Jim.
All right. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to do a from scratch demo of a couple of things. And Stu, you can actually help me. Um, and I'm going to, let's say I wanted to do a class on how to curate content. Okay. So just trying to get my thing organized, and that is extremely cool. And I wish that I had, well, I don't wish that I was friends with you back in college because neither one of us would have graduated because we just been one drunk all the time, cruising around in your Bronco, like you know, you know what I'm saying.
Like idiots.
So this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to show you, and just for grins, Stu, when we say go, I'll have you start your timer. And one of the biggest problems that anybody has with creating content, and I'm going to go to the big board here real quick and kind of take this over for just a second. But one of the big problems that anybody has in doing any kind of a presentation is not necessarily coming up with the presentation itself, but coming up with all the stuff to promote the presentation. Because if you truly want to get a lot of butts in seats, you have to do promo emails, you have to do replay emails, you have to do reminder emails, you have to do ads, you have to do tweets, but you also have to do an opt in page and a thank you page. And let me ask you this, Stu. How long would it take you to put all this stuff together? Like, if don't not even talking about the presentation, but when you have your presentation done, how long would it take you to put together your opt-in page, your thank you page? Let's say 3 promo emails, 4 replay emails, 2 reminder emails, 3 ads, and 3 tweets. How long would it take you to do that? And I'll let you get back on the screen too. How long would that take you?
Oh, it would take me the rest of the week. I might have spent Monday on the presentation, and I mean,
Okay.
maybe I'd be done by Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay. So, and the problem is that most people don't do all this. Even though they know they need to do it, they don't do it. Why? Because it takes a long time and it makes you want to puke just looking at it. And I would just be curious, those of you who are here with us live right now in the comments, how long would it take you to do this? How long would it take you to put all this stuff together? And what if I could show you how to put all this together in way less than like 10 minutes, including the presentation, the outline, the framework of the presentation?
Yeah,
How cool would that be?
that's huge, Jim.
Okay, so that's exactly what we're going to do. So what I want you to do, Stu, is I want you to start the timer, and you're going to tell me when the timer's starting. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to take us over here to the acronym Genie. And when you say start, we're going to start.
Whenever you're ready, Jim,
Okay, say start.
and go.
Okay, so what we're going to do here is create using an acronym. I'm going to use the word curate to create a presentation about how to curate content. So I'm going to use the word curate. I'm going to do it in Entrepreneur Magazine style. I'm going to make it expiring for a beginner. This is for entrepreneurs. I just loaded my avatar, and it's for entrepreneurs. Understand how to use content curation to build your business. Ensure the content you use. I'm going to change this to your business. Ensure the content you use. oh, You use whether created by yourself or AI is valuable for your ideal customers. All right. So now I'm just going to click build. The acronym Genie. If I just want to have a straight acronym and just use that, like if I know this really well enough, I
Mhm.
could just take this: create, understand, research, analyze, target, engage. That's pretty good. I mean, I could talk
Nice.
extemporaneously with that, but let's have it create actually an entire framework for us. And so what this is doing now, the Genie's taking creating the acronym and now giving us talking points. All right. So create, establish an online presence, begin to create content that speaks to your ideal customers. So if I like that, I can add that to my clip bin. If I don't, I can click it again and have it redo it. Maybe I want a little bit more, a little bit longer talking points. So I ask it to do it again and it'll take another stab at it. He takes this little hit on his little Genie coffee cup, and now create, understand, research, analyze, target, engage. So it's a little bit different from the one, but look up here. I've got it done. So this is a framework and I've got talking points. So now I can have it create suggestions for headlines and suggestions for images. Now watch this. Remember we said we wanted to have a speech, right? Well, I can speak extemporaneously, or I can click on get results, click on PPTX, and it will give me PowerPoint slides based on the acronym. So now I can download the PowerPoint, and I'll show you that real quick. Here we go. And so I can choose one of these titles that I like. Curate your content. Let's see. Harness power. Curate your way to success. I like that one the best. All right. So now I've got this done, and I can very easily turn this into additional slides. And I won't do the whole thing, but just with some real basic stuff, I can create my slides based on my thing, and you can see it wouldn't take me very long to just finish up. and be able to turn this into a PowerPoint slide deck. How much time have we used so far? 2. Those 2. You there? What's that?
3.5 minutes.
3.5 minutes. Okay. So in 3.5 minutes, we have basically created our entire slide deck. I mean, look at this. It needs pictures and it needs a little bit more formatting, but I have my entire, I could talk for 30 minutes on this. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create all of the presentation materials that we need for delivering this presentation. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go over to the event promo Genie and I'm going to load my avatar. Let's see. My content marketing avatar. And I'm going to give this presentation next week. So we'll say April 21st, 2023 at jimedwardsmethod.com. Person with a message to share. I'm going to change that to entrepreneur. And entrepreneurs. And I'm going to say leverage other people's content and your old content to get tons of traffic and sales. Now, the title of our presentation was Curate Your Way to Success, right?
Yes.
So put in the title of our presentation. The purpose of this event is to show people how to create and curate content, how to use other people's content and old content, and how to use other people's content, how to breathe new life into old content. Name of the presenters, Jim Edwards, author, Copywriting Secrets, and 7-day ebook. Former syndicated newspaper columnist. Frequent speaker with 25 plus years of content marketing experience. Okay. Main points covered in the event. Guess what? Pow. All I'm doing is just copying and pasting in what Genie made for us. All right. Writing voice, I'm going to do active. Writing style, I want to do inspirational, concise, and second person. What's our time at, Stu?
7:30.
Okay, so I have 2.5 minutes to fulfill my promise. So I'm going to write all my landing page copy right now. After I'm done writing the landing page copy, I'm going to write the confirmation page copy. I'm going to write the first promo email. I'm going to write the second promo email. I'm going to write a reminder email, or I guess I'm writing the promo email. I'm going to write the reminder email. I'm going to write the first replay email. I'm going to write some ads. I'm doing what I tell everybody not to do, which is to just start whacking buttons like crazy. But it's writing all my stuff for me. So let's scroll back up while it's doing its thing. So I'm done. So you can stop the, what was our time?
8:30.
Okay, 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Here's our landing page copy. Discover the secret to curating content for success. Are you ready to unlock the secrets of curation and create content that drives engagement and success? Join Jim Edwards April 21st at the Jim Edwards Method to learn how to curate your way to success. In this presentation, you'll learn how to create high quality content, how to research and analyze the best content, how to target the right people, how to breathe new life into old content, how to use AI tools to generate content. Don't miss this opportunity to learn from an expert with 25 years of experience in content marketing. Register now and curate your way to success. That's pretty good copy, right? For an
Dang.
opt-in page.
Yeah.
Got my thank you page stuff. So it reinforces the big idea. Got a promo email, subject line, unlock your content, curate strategy with success with Jim Edwards. Might change that a little bit, but if I don't like it, I can have it, I can go over to the email subject line Genie and have it do another one. Looking for effective ways to curate content in your business? You want to generate more leads and engagement with your content? If so, then I invite you to join me for a special presentation, Curate Your Way to Success. During this presentation, I'll show you how to create and curate content, use other people's content, and breathe new life into stale content. If you don't like that, you can click the optional polish pass. So you're like, hey, that's a little long. Hit the polish pass and it will take a polish pass at it. Usually we'll shorten it up a little bit. Do you want to curate content? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, wrote the next email, wrote the next email, all right, the 1 hour warning. And you notice that they get more and more urgent. It's not like it's rewriting the same email over and over. It's based on the framework that you're supposed to use for that particular email. So this one's shorter, sweeter, to the point. Reminder emails, because once they sign up, they gotta, you gotta remind them to show up. Got to replay emails because most people don't show up. So you need to get them to watch a replay. And now we've written 3 social media ads, not the same ad over and over, but ads with different, um, with a different focus. So the first one's on the big idea. You're an entrepreneur looking for the keys to unlocking traffic and sales. Join Jim Edwards for a presentation on Curate and learn how to create and curate content, leverage other people's content, and breathe new life into old content. Unlock your success. As opposed to, are you looking to leverage other people's content to get a tons of traffic and sales? Versus, are you looking to increase your traffic and sales? So each one of these is different. Write your tweets, which even include some cool hashtags. So you can then, all this stuff we can download. We can download our landing page copy. We can download all the emails. We can download the social media and tweets. You can just download them right there in a Word doc. You can also download them as text files. But all of the heavy lifting is done. So if I'll just show you the emails real quick, and then we will be done with our demo. But big thing is, all right, here's our first promo email. There's the polish pass. That's 2 emails, 3 emails, 4 emails, 5 emails, 6. So we wrote 6 emails. It'll write as many as what? 3, 7, 9. It'll write 9 emails plus the plus all the rewrites if you want polish passes on them. If you were to hire a professional copywriter, it would cost you between $200 and $300 per email. That's what good copywriters charge. And I've recently had somebody who was in charge of all of the sales copy at ClickFunnels for years tell me that she would, at first she was like, wow, like this is going to put some people out of jobs. But then she was like, you know what? This is awesome because it creates an amazing first draft super quick and allows me to focus on adding value. So what did we do just as a recap of everything? Because we did a whole bunch of stuff. Let me just sum up everything that we just did. All right. We took a single word, curate, we turned it into an acronym, we turned it into an article. We then turned that article into the framework for a speech. We then turned that framework into a PowerPoint slide deck. We then took that framework, added our avatar to it, and filled in a few blanks and created the opt-in landing page copy, the confirmation copy, all the emails that we could need, as well as ads and tweets to promote with. Now, other than me coming to your house and doing this for you, this is the fastest, easiest, most amazing way for you to be able to get this process done. And you're not going to do this with a chatbot. Head on over to ChatGPT right now and ask it to give you a finished PowerPoint slide deck. Not going to happen. So check out copyandcontent.ai. This is just the tip of the iceberg of all the different genies that we have to help you create content, to write your emails, to write your ads, to create presentations, to create blog posts, to create ideas, to create video scripts, to create viral video titles. We just have dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of scripts, genies, and wizards to help you get amazing results. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was exactly 15 minutes. That whole video right there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, from start to you sipping that cup,
So
15 minutes.
15 minutes is about how long it would take to write that first friggin' email.
Yeah.
So
No
anyway, that's
joke.
awesome. Um, excellent. Now, hang on one sec. This is a little human interest story going on. Susan, who is that
Oh, this?
in your lap? Who's that?
That's Duncan.
Duncan's a wiener dog.
Yep.
He's
One of
so
the
cute.
four
Okay,
dogs, well, three dogs we're watching this week.
awesome. He's
Yeah.
really cute. He's a
And Mike
cutie
actually
pie.
said that this, if he could know that he'd have a wiener dog like this one, he would get a wiener dog.
That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, little human interest story. We're all dog lovers here at the Jim and Stu Show.
That is true.
Awesome. Okay. Well, what else could we talk about with that? I'm not sure how I can top that.
Well,
But,
that was pretty good. I will say this, my two things that I wanted to do this morning
okay.
was share my little acronym story about using the acronym Genie to create a speech. Also, I've used it to make articles as well. But then the part two, I wanted you to walk us through a Genie, which you just blew that one out of the water. So, as far as my end is concerned, we're done.
Oh, okay.
But we also have some time before we have our next podcast that follows this one today.
Well, that's not a
Um,
podcast. That's a full-on show. That's an
yeah,
interactive masterclass training only available for elite members of copyandcontent.ai, which is known as genie hacking.
Genie hacking, and
That's
I
right.
put the Genie to some of my fiercest tests
Uh-oh.
to see how it handles my requests.
Stu Smith is acting as his own JD Power and Associates.
No, I've actually done some really cool things, from asking the Genie how to do the combat swimmer stroke,
Oh wow.
how
Okay.
to, I've even said, "Hey, Genie, I have writer's block.
Uh-huh.
What should I write about today?"
Okay. I have a couple
And
of ideas for that too. In fact, I modified the checklist genie to now give ideas.
oh, I love it. I love it because I needed an idea. I wasn't sure what I wanted to write about. And you know what's funny, Jim? Not
Uh-huh.
only did I get one article out of that, I got two, because the
Okay.
Genie multiple options, right? Gave me two separate things to write about.
Have you messed
So
around with the blog post Super Genie yet?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
Have
I
you
like it. I like it. I like the other Genie too because
you
it
like the
gives me
original one
directly
better?
the original exactly what I need. The other one gives me extra stuff
Yeah.
that I do need, especially if I'm going to share what I do on social media. It gives me those extra social media posts.
Right.
But sometimes I'm just looking for an article.
You just looking
Boom.
for wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I need a blog post.
I need a blog post. Let's go. And
Okay.
then I usually just share that. But I've gotten smarter, put it on the Super Genie, and I pull what it recommended to say into a post that I share on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, things like that. So I
Do you
have
want to
actually
see
used I have used the Super Genie for that as well.
do you want to see something cool that I haven't released yet?
Yeah, I think that's
How
worth.
do you feel about emojis, Stu?
I'm all about emojis. In fact, I send more emojis out than letters to
Okay.
people because you
So
probably received a few.
yeah, in the morning I get texts. It's like, hey, it's like you send a picture, I send to this, you send to this, and it's like, yeah, we're bros. Okay. So this is something new. I don't think it's available to the membership yet. But it will be, relatively soon. Um, but it's pretty cool. I spent it is deceptively it's deceptively complex, if that makes sense, to
Okay.
dial this thing in and make it really work. So let's take the thing that we just did. I'll show my screen and hang on. Here we go. Okay. Hey, Susan, we have not added this yet, right? No, okay. All right, cool. Just checking. All right. So we will add this, but I'm going to take this article that we just did with the acronym Genie, and we're coming over to the emoji Genie. It's
Mm.
kind of cool. And I'll show you how we can do this with different stuff that we generated from the other thing too. So we're just gonna we'll do a new project. All you gotta do is just drop in your stuff. Um, and what would you say are the main ideas we want to emphasize from this one?
Hmm.
You know, articles, video, other people's content,
Presentation,
presentation, uh, we'll
Facebook,
put curate.
Facebook video.
Okay. All right. So now we just click build and it's like, hey, Genie, throw some emojis into my stuff. So Carl's like, hey, emojis, yay. Now dialing it in so it didn't look like a 13-year-old girl texting with her friends was the challenge.
Yeah, I would
So,
imagine.
create, understand, research, analyze, target, engage. So, you know, the cool thing is that this will give you the opportunity to, and you can download. Pretty much the only way to get these is either to copy or to download it as docx, because text does not have, regular text file doesn't have emojis and stuff in it, but you can copy this and they'll be in there. Let's grab like these ads that we made down here, okay? And I'm a big fan of emojis inside of um, emails, by the way. So let's have it do it to an ad, all right? So again, I think, now maybe that's a little much. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But you have stuff to edit. But look at that. You're an entrepreneur looking for the key to unlocking. Now, this is interesting. It
replaces words.
it replaced some of the words. Not all of them, but some of them. But that's I mean, that again it's worth a test. If you don't like it, um,
Yeah,
then
you
you
could
just
just
whack the button again.
write the letter and
Sure.
write the word and have a little emoji next to it.
But I was, there you go. Are you an entrepreneur looking for the keys on like traffic and sales? Join Jim Edwards for a presentation on curate and learn how to create and curate content, leverage other people's content and breathe new life into your old content, unlock your success today. That's actually kind of cool. I mean, I might tone it down a little bit. I mean, that's around a 15-year-old girl with her iPhone 14.
Yeah.
But again, I was struggling with stuff. Me personally was struggling with like, yeah, I know we should do emojis, but the stuff's done and I need to go get my other crap done.
Well,
So
tell me this, Jim.
Uh-huh.
Why do we need emojis in our posts?
Because people skim and emojis, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and these are mini pictures that grab people's attention.
Okay.
That's why. So let's grab one of these emails.
Fair enough. Fair enough answer.
I mean, why do you use emojis? Because my daughter told me to.
No, I don't use them very often in my posts. I use
Uh-huh.
them in my text just to mess with people.
Okay. But why don't you use them in your posts?
I don't know. I just now figured out hashtags, Jim. What do you expect?
Yes, we have done some tests. David asks, maybe I'm old because I don't understand how or why emojis are effective.
I'm with you, Dan.
Have you tested and with and without emojis? And yeah, the stuff with emojis gets more engagement. Not like the 13-year-old girls going nuts, but a few little emojis in there just break the stuff up. I mean, would you rather, it's like how much would you want to read a magazine that didn't have any pictures in it? So again, test. Now, would I run this exactly like this? You know what? I might test it. Okay. Does it seem like a little much? Yeah. But I bet you if I've thinned out about half of them, or where it's, kind of duplicating and stuff. But yeah, absolutely. And, it's one of those things you want to test. And okay, well, those of you that are here with us live, do you use emojis in any of the stuff that you do when you do your social media posts, or when you do your Facebook, or when you do Twitter, or when you do any of that stuff? Do you use emojis at all?
You know what? I tend to use them in my comments. I'm sitting here looking at, some of my posts, and I don't really use them in my posts, but I'll use them in my comments within my posts or other people's posts.
Mm-hmm.
Like if something that was pretty cool, I'd be like, thumbs up, American flag, fire. Right?
You just made me think of Beavis and Butthead. Fire! 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 Let me show you one other thing. And this is something that is new. For those of you who are already in, I have added to the email teaser Genie SMS, texting and stuff. Is for some people, it's a big part of their business. So SMS, again, not going nuts, but like this is the email teaser Genie. Write an email teaser for basically anything. And then I also added down here to have it create SMS messages to go along with your email teaser, because I've had users ask me, hey, I send SMS messages as part of my sequences and other stuff too. Could you add that? And so I added the SMS messages, and you notice in SMS, I mean, I've got little emojis in here because you just said I use emojis when I text people. I use emojis when I comment on stuff. Now that would be funny to create a genie that makes comments for posts. Like you take somebody's post, throw it in there, and it's like, come up with 5 smart ass responses for this with emojis. That would be fun. So anyway, that's one of the things we're going through and adding different stuff. So anyway, it's kind of cool. Mary said she never has, but she might start. Vicky says she does use that. I think the emoji genie will be available for all levels. That'll be for everybody to be able to use. Anyway, those are just some little updates and stuff of some different things that we've been doing. I actually added a crap ton of genies this week as far as the
I noticed.
we added the order form genie, we added the order bump genie, we added the couple other thingies to do. I mean, basically we have everything in there now for you to be the one-time offer, one-click upsell, OTO one-click upsell genie. So now you have every single thing that you need to create a sales letter funnel, from the long form sales letter. Oh, we add the VSL genie. So everything you need to create everything in your sales letter funnel is in there. Long form
Nice.
sales letter, the VSL, the order bump, the OTO, the order, the checkout page, the cart page, the order form page, and then also even your order confirmation page, the receipt page. All that is done now. It's all in there, which is really cool. That was a monumental task getting all that stuff done. But what that means, and we've demoed it and we've done it literally in an afternoon. If you've got your avatar done in an afternoon, you could create your entire sales funnel. Your entire, and no hyperbole, no BS, nothing. Literally create your entire sales funnel.
Nice.
It's really cool. I'm excited. So,
which I will say, out of all the people that I've talked to about, wanting to start a business and create a sales funnel online, that seems to be the biggest hiccup for people.
Yeah, getting your sales copy done.
Getting it finished.
Yeah. Yeah. And have it good enough that you could do a basic edit on it without you really being a sales copywriter. I think one of the things that we should do in the not too distant future is, when I get through the writeyurbook.ai stuff, which is happening, we're doing the official launch, just so y'all know. We're doing the early bird launch is going to start Monday. So if you're not on the early bird list at copyandcontent.ai, you need to go jump on that, because we're going to have a special bonus that's only going to be available for early birds. And then on Thursday, so we'll start, the early bird launch starts Monday. We'll have the general launch will start then, but people can't buy until Thursday. So if you want to buy early, you need to be on the early bird list. You get a special bonus. Once we get through the writeyurbook.ai stuff, which I was demoing that, the genies and stuff for the team on that, and they were going nuts. Like, they're all going to be writing their books while we're going through this. And you're going to be writing another book, Stu.
Okay.
Yep. Biggest mistakes people make with tactical fitness. Just so you know.
I like it.
Yeah, write that down, because I'll forget.
No,
So so once we're done with that, I think we need to, I've got some other genies on the board, but I think we need to look at like Shopify. We need to look at like doing some copy that would be for a Shopify store or something that people could use just for like products and stuff. I think we can put together some genies for that.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yeah. So anyway. All right. Well, I guess that's it for the Jim and Stu show. We will end the podcast, or the
it was a combo
Franken
today.
show. Yeah.
It was a combo today.
In
fact, you can do the intro right now for the podcast if you want, and I'll just put it at the front.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Sales Copywriting and Content Marketing Hacks podcast. I'm your host, Jim Edwards, along with my trusty co-host, Mr. Stu Smith. Welcome, Stu.
Hey, Jim.
Today is episode 191. We're having fun with 191. So, all right, cool. Those of you who are in copycontent.ai, go take a pee break, get yourself a cup of coffee, and we will see you in 10 minutes for the Genie Hacking Show live. Those of you who are at the elite level, I should say, will be joining us on Zoom. Susan sent out an email about it, so check your email for the link. Stu, I'll see you in a few minutes. Thanks, everybody.
All right.